Shalom, it's Sophia Kids. Hello, water signs. Oh, I meant to write down who y'all was dealing with. Okay. So, this is going to be your weekend reading. Yeah, you guys know I had to take a little spiritual break to tune up, okay? If you guys are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe and like the video if this video resonates. So, let's get started. First, I got a sign for you. Okay, here's the sign. Who you dealing with? Who is that, y'all? Tell me who that is. That's who you dealing with. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna go with 6. I don't know if the die. I meant to look this up, but it's the die. So we're gonna go with 6. Okay, so I'm gonna pull 6 cards for you. I'm also doing the Celtic Tree Oracle. Okay, I wanted to do the whole astrology reading, but I was like, I don't have time. So that's cool. Just gonna get this done. Okay, water signs. So of course, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you take which one resonates, okay? And then we have the Blackthorn. Okay. So Blackthorn. We have the ℻𝕒𝕝𝕝, the ℻𝕒𝕝𝕝. Okay, you guys can go watch Earth signs video if you guys are cross watchers or need to cross watch for a different message. And then we got the Hawthorne. Yeah, basically go watch their video, okay guys? So that's pretty good. Okay, so let's get it poppin'. Let me do the reading real quick. So we got the Black Hawthorne. Okay, so you guys need to be looking at the totems for the Grim Reaper. Oh my gosh, and it's so crazy because on the timeline this week, it was like the misadventures of like the Reaper guy and that blonde haired little character girl. So I don't know, some of you guys could be watching that. And then we got the Scapegoat and Vulture. Okay, so those could be some of you guys' totems. Pay attention to letters or names with the double S in it. ST, so if they start off with like Steve, Stassi, I don't know, whatever else. And then Z, okay? And then the keywords are going to be protection, boundaries, fate, strife, negation, outside influences, okay? So being mindful of that. And then disruption, but also learning from challenges and then drawing on your spiritual strength, okay? But also gives you the opportunity to go into a new direction and then renewal, okay? So when you get this in a reading, it is saying that you are in need of protection, okay? So yeah, you basically need a shield, a spiritual shield, okay, around you. You have way too much access, or you're giving yourself way too much access to people who have, again, stronger outside influences, okay? But also just you need to be redirected in some type of sense, okay? So the ℻𝕒𝕝𝕝, whatever. Okay, so the you guys can do the swans, like I suggested for the Earth signs. So go watch the Black Swan movie and really just see the dynamic and polarity of both of her on stage, off stage presence, but also even Michael Jackson. He's coming up because he says he's more comfortable being on stage than he is doing, you know, interviews, etc., etc. And that could be some people, they prefer to perform more than they prefer to communicate, okay? So look with the letters T, or look out for people who talk to you with their names start with a T, okay? So the keywords are justice, protection, fighting strength, but also assertion and action, okay? Vigor, direction, and purpose, balance, and a relationship. And then you guys could definitely be dealing with a father figure or your paternity, okay? Someone that is there as your guiding. I would definitely say work on the healing that you have with them, and also communicate that type of, and I feel like some of you guys have a father that's really disappointed in you, and you guys need to have that dialogue with yourself first and foremost, that you are not moving to their expectations, and then also that you may have missed, I feel like you guys were misinformed by what their intention in raising you were, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you may not have the accurate depiction of, and not to invalidate your experience with your father, but I feel like you may not have the accurate perception who your father is based off, you know, your interactions with them. Of course, you can feel valid how you feel about them, but I feel like how you decided to interpret them and their role towards you on the spiritual realm may not be as clear, okay? So again, some of you guys could definitely be having a hard time to speaking up to your father, speaking up for yourself in that aspect, okay? So this is the when you get this in a reading, this is you'll be offered the opportunity or the ability to defend yourself and defeat your enemies. Okay, so that's going to be really important. And then also being able to be mindful about who your enemies are, because you could be your own enemy, your father could be your enemy, etc., etc. Okay, but then this is here for the letter H. This is going to be for the hawthorn. Okay, so pay attention to fairies, and then a white stag, white horses, etc., etc. Okay, so this is going to be for cleansing and protection, purification, but also chastity and abstinence, sabbatical, preparation, magic, protection of the sacred, but also sacred marriage. Okay, and it's going to be really important for you to have, but hold on, when you get this in the reading, it's going to be time to spend some sacred time and, you know, going through a meaningful birth experience. Figure out and write down with yourself why you were born, why you were meant to be here now during this generation. What generation were you born? So really go into your birth chart and say, okay, I was born in maybe Taurus and Uranus, or I was born in Pisces and Saturn. Okay, so you know, if you were born in Pisces and Saturn, you were coming here to be in that. And again, I want you guys to go into those placements, because I always talk about the generations even when these readings, because I feel like the readings that I give are not always like, oh, this is for that time. They sometimes can be like for a decade. Okay, because my visions go out further than today. Okay, especially because a lot of themes are renewal. Okay, especially with water signs, you guys are always going to see the same. You guys are in the same body of water, so again, you're not having an opportunity to have water being away and then, you know what I mean, removed and then added fresh, if that makes sense. So you guys are going, you know, starting from the bottom and you moving up in those areas, especially when the platonics shift, etc., etc. So you guys have to think about how that movement even works. Okay, and then how you even move with the clouds and the rain and what falls down, and when the last time it rained, what was your thoughts, what emotions were provoked by you, when the last time you've been by a body of water, and then also, what is your relationship with those elements? Okay, even though you are a water sign, is your relationship with water pure? Is your relationship with water balanced? Is your relationship with water sacred? Do you treat water as if it's a sacred time for you to connect with yourself or purify yourself, or really, I mean, because sometimes you think about going into the shower and having those conversations with yourself. Yeah, I'm very anime when the nails come in. Okay, I'm very anime when the nails come in. But I mean, think about this time, you know, when you're having that conversation in the shower. Is your dialogue more clear, or is your dialogue stifled? Okay, so just think about that. You guys did pull 6 cards. I'm gonna just pull 6 messages for each, you know, card or whatever. That dice was 1 through 20, so keep that in mind as well. You guys are dealing with a Leo, by the way, if you're dealing with a Leo, or checking your Leo placements or your Leo house. Okay, where your Leo house is embedded. Okay, because that could definitely be where you need to work at as well. Okay, or work on a specific subject in this area at. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups, the Devil, the Star. Okay, so this is going to say targeting, and remember how we said, what is your relationship with water and how do you heal it? Are you bound by water? Are you a water dominant chart? If not, then, you know, maybe it is time for you to like tap into those elements to really, because you can be a sign. Okay, some of you guys could definitely be dealing with a sexual partner. Okay, this ear is starting to get clogged. Dealing with a sexual partner that only like comes at you for that type of energy. Okay, or you can only be exuding that energy and not being able to receive the healing that you need based off your addictions. Okay, the devil. Okay, so I feel like you guys are pretty much kind of easily pussy whipped, or if you're a masculine watching this, or easily trying to manipulate men with your pussy, if you understand me. So it's like you're not healing because you're trying to bind. That's none of my business though. Okay, so then we got the Judgment. Yeah, so Judge, Prophet. Wow. Okay, a lot of messages coming through, water signs. Okay, so again, if you can't trap somebody with sex, even though that is the way that you guys gain intimacy and gain you know, depth of a person. But sometimes you have to be able to be confident enough to know that you're going to be receiving. Okay, because we got the Empress at the bottom of the deck and the Queen of, yeah, you definitely go watch the Earth Signs video for cross messages. But you guys have to be comfortable with knowing that once the phallic is offered, or once you offer the phallic, you kind of in a sense take the power away from the sacredness. Okay, because again, are you with this person because, oh, we're bonded, we shared body fluids? Because I see a lot of water here. 2 of Cups, Page of Cups. And not saying they're not bad energies. I'm not reading this as bad energy, but I'm just saying, do you feel bonded without the liquid bondage? Okay? And that's your own judgment. Because again, once somebody has that of you, because again, remember, we can't take out of the ocean. We can't clean the ocean with the ocean. Okay? I mean, we can't clean we can only clean the ocean with the ocean, like with the tools that's already inside the ocean. Do you understand? That's none of my business. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords. So now this is your opportunity, and then the Four of Cups. So now this is your opportunity to be able to use an attendant, the Holly, to kind of go in and find that time to communicate where you have felt isolated from that paternal energy. Okay, where you have felt isolated from communicating what you needed to communicate. Okay, we got the okay, so a lot of money, especially. I feel like some of you guys have definitely difficulties with, achieving everything you want to achieve because, okay, some of you guys could definitely be codependent on your guys' father's bread, or some of you guys could definitely feel left out from or worried about money based off these, okay? Because, again, that's like worry about harvest, but really harvest is it's abundant, you know what I'm saying? But some of you guys could not be worried that your harvest is going to be of strong value, if that's it, and that makes sense, okay? Some of you guys could definitely see yourself on the wheel, and during that, like, and I'm paying attention to the middle energy with the Four of Cups and the Nine of Swords, 1101, and those two are like, okay, that worry between communicating, because I feel like some of you guys' fathers and you guys' money is being dangled in your hand based off that energy, or maybe not, okay? But somehow you got to protect your finances, or you may be worried that you're not protected financially, okay? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, so then we got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there's going to be a slow operation, but there's also going to be something that's going to be needing to be let go on a physical level, okay? Something that's going to be let go on a physical level after 1133, after you communicate this, okay? There may be a strong, huge shedding, okay? There may be debris that's going to be left in your bottle of water, okay? Or some of you guys need to be checking the bottle of your water. Maybe if you leave it open around, like at your workstation, do not leave that anymore, okay? I don't know. I just feel like something with water. 1155. Some of you guys need to be purifying your water. Okay, yes. Okay, so if this was an elevated story, so again, you communicate that you have these, you have this relationship with this person. It's a bond. It's strong. It's phallic. It's creative. It allows you to kind of like be renewed in your own energy. And then say there's this huge communication that comes through that makes you kind of go into recluse mode because now you do not know how to partner in this area. A lot of times people don't want to harvest. A lot of times people get in a relationship and they don't want to harvest with who was waiting with them. Do you understand? They don't want to harvest who was with them. Or a lot of times even too, because the Four of Cups is also, because, okay, so Nine of Pentacles is like, okay, so think about the energy where somebody else is, I don't even know. This last part is kind of like tripping me. Hold on, let me pull the last card. So mostly what I'm getting from this last little like area is like you battle with spiritual full embodiment. You battle with, and this could be a projection, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to think about that as well. But I think about these two going against these two. Okay, Five of Pentacles, the Fool, and then the Two of Pentacles. You're battling between continuing to move in this journey, continuing to move in this alignment, or see it as another form of ending. Seeing it as another form of ending. Okay, so maybe you and your father have had, or I'm just going back to the paternal because it's there, but I just feel like even seeing how they manage their finances is going to be important. Seeing how they manage their healing, how they heal is going to be important. Okay, how did your parents get together? Talk about the birth experiences. What were you here for? What are you here for? Also, some of you guys have to think about how long was your parents together? How long was the relationship? What was the relationship founded on? Okay, so really asking those questions. I don't know if this Celtic oracle is really this tree. Trees always bring me like what I need to know about anything, but I just feel like you guys are going through like different phases of like speaking up, okay, and then standing up for yourself, but also going into recluse because you're like, okay, I may have spoke up to myself or spoke up for myself too much. I feel like that. Okay. I don't know, water sign. So you guys figured out this is just a weekend. So you guys pay attention to the number 6. It's gonna be really important. So I'll talk to you guys later. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I probably shouldn't have did that many cards in one spread, but that's whatever. So take whatever message resonates, take whatever like tree oracle resonates, and then see how you can define those cards for yourself, and where they may, like, again, remember to talk about the placements. I told you to go talk, you know, tackle. So again, see where your Capricorn is placed and stationed at. See where your Aquarius is placed and stationed at. The Fool. See where your Aries is placed and stationed at. See where your Saturn is at. So that's going to be really important, those areas. So like your Saturn, your Uranus, because that's, again, moving into communication differently, changing freedom of speech, etc., etc. The Three of Swords, how you speak on letting go of relationships, how you speak on getting through dilemmas, etc., etc. And then also how you battle how you hold your position in opposition. How you hold your position in opposition is going to be really important, okay? So I love you guys. If you guys are new to here, please make sure you subscribe. Also come back, leave your comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon.